Time is the most precious gift we are given. It cannot be bought, borrowed, or stored away. The way you use your time is the way you shape your destiny. To live fully, you must learn to think it, feel it, and receive it. To align your thoughts, emotions, and actions with purpose. Time is the most precious resource we have. It cannot be reclaimed, bought, or borrowed. Once it slips away, it is gone forever. To maximize time, we must learn to think it, feel it, and receive it. Life becomes fuller when thought, emotion, and action are aligned in harmony. To begin with, clarity of thought is the first and most powerful key. When your mind is clouded, every action becomes wasteful. But when your mind is clear, every second becomes purposeful. Thinking with clarity means learning to separate what is essential from what is unnecessary. It is not about thinking more, about thinking less and thinking deeper. A confused mind is pulled in many directions, and with each distraction, time disappears. Clarity allows you to cut through the noise to see where your energy truly belongs. It is like sharpening a blade. When the edge is keen, cut is effortless. In the same way, when your thoughts are sharp, your actions flow without wasted effort. Many people lose time not because they lack opportunity, but because they lack clarity. They chase shadows instead of substance. Begin many things but finish very little. To maximize time, train your mind to pause, to breathe, and to ask, what is truly necessary right now? This single question can save you days, even years, of wandering in circles. The one who thinks with clarity is not in a rush, yet always on time. When you engage in anything, bring your full heart into it. Not scatter your energy between what you are doing and what you are imagining. Presence is the way to deepen each second. To feel fully alive is to stop carrying the weight of yesterday and to stop reaching for tomorrow. Every moment you truly feel is multiplied in value because presence enriches time. Life also requires a willingness to receive. Time is not an enemy but a teacher. Every pause, every waiting season, every delay is carrying wisdom. When you receive the moment instead of fighting against it, you discover its hidden lessons. Time is not against you. It is guiding you, showing you, shaping you. Noise steals more time than activity. Countless voices, distractions, and meaningless motions surround you daily. Art of maximizing time is learning to protect silence, for silence brings understanding, and understanding leads to power. Discipline becomes an act of compassion for your future self. Without it, time dissolves into regret. With it, the days align into progress. Discipline is not force, but guidance. Greatness is never the result of a single leap, but of small, consistent steps. Each day is a chance to honor time. Every day neglected is not only time lost, but life wasted. The harmony of thought, emotion, action is the secret to mastering time. Think with clarity, feel with presence, and receive each moment. Then your time will no longer be scattered. It will become the path to destiny. Time is the most precious resource. It cannot be stored, borrowed, or reclaimed once it has passed. Every breath is a reminder that life is moving forward, and how you use each moment shapes the story of your existence. To maximize time, one must learn to think it, feel it, and receive it. Only when thought, emotion, and action move in harmony does life flow with true purpose. To think with clarity is the beginning of mastery. Scattered mind wastes energy on trivial pursuits, but a focused mind preserves time by directing it toward what truly matters. Clarity cuts through confusion and brings direction. It is not about doing more, but about doing what is essential with precision. When you sharpen your mind, your choices align with your deeper values, and wasted hours turn into meaningful steps. Equally important is the art of feeling with presence. Most people live half in the past and half in the future, rarely in the moment where life is actually unfolding. Presence is what transforms ordinary minutes into extraordinary experiences. When you bring your full awareness into this moment, time no longer feels rushed, nor does it feel wasted. It feels complete. To feel is not simply to experience emotions, it is to allow yourself to be fully absorbed in what you are doing. If you are eating, eat with awareness. If you are speaking, speak with sincerity. If you are listening, listen with your whole being. In this way, each moment becomes rich and alive. The danger of distraction is that it steals not only your time, but also your vitality. To be present is to resist scattering your energy across regrets of yesterday or anxieties of tomorrow. Presence is the practice of returning again and again to the now, because the now is the only place where life truly happens. When you feel fully, even a single breath contains eternity. When you learn to receive time as a teacher, life becomes less about rushing and more about understanding. Every delay carries a lesson, every pause contains wisdom, and every moment of waiting is shaping you quietly. Instead of resisting the flow of time, open your heart to receive what it brings. Noise and distraction constantly compete for your attention. Protecting your silence means protecting your time. In silence, you recover clarity. In stillness, you restore strength. Discipline then becomes your compass. It is not harshness, but a gift to yourself, commitment that ensures you do not waste what cannot be replaced. With discipline, your actions align with your vision, and your days become steps toward growth rather than patterns of loss. Small steps, taken consistently, create transformation. Each day honored is a seed planted in the soil of time. Ignore the small, and the harvest is lost. When thought is clear, when presence is deep, when each moment is received with openness, time is no longer fleeting. It becomes your path, your power, and your destiny. Time is the most valuable treasure given to us. It cannot be stored away, bought, or retrieved once it has passed. Every day, every breath, every heartbeat carries us forward. How you use each moment shapes not only your future, but the essence of who you are becoming. To maximize time is to live in harmony with it, to think it, feel it, and receive it. When thought, emotion, and action align, life stops being a struggle against time and becomes a flow with it. Thinking with clarity opens the door to purposeful living. Scattered mind runs in circles, chasing many paths but arriving at none. But when the mind is sharpened, when you ask yourself what is truly necessary, every choice begins to carry weight and meaning. Clarity is like light in darkness. It shows you where to place your steps. With clear thought, you do not waste time, you direct it. Presence gives depth to each moment. To feel what you are doing is to truly live. Most people spend their energy either regretting the past or fearing the future, but life itself is here, now. When you are fully present, even ordinary actions become extraordinary. Eating becomes gratitude, speaking becomes sincerity, silence becomes peace. Presence multiplies the value of your minutes because you are no longer divided between what was and what may be. You are whole in what is. And yet, beyond thinking and feeling lies a greater key, the ability to receive each moment as a teacher. Time is not your enemy. Many treat it as such. Time is a guide shaping you through experiences both gentle and harsh. When something is delayed, it is not always denial, it may be preparation. When a door closes, it is not always punishment, it may be protection. Every season, whether of waiting, of struggle, or of ease, holds wisdom if you are willing to receive it. The mistake many make is fighting against the moment, wishing it were different, wishing it would pass. In that resistance, they lose not only the lesson, but also the time itself. To receive is to surrender to learning. It is to recognize that even silence is speaking, even stillness is moving you forward. Noise and distraction make us deaf to the lessons of time. Protect your stillness and you will hear its wisdom. Discipline ensures those lessons are lived out in practice rather than forgotten in theory. And the small, daily steps you take, honoring each moment as valuable, create transformation far greater than sudden leaps ever could. When your thoughts are clear, your presence deep, and your heart open to receive each moment as a teacher, time no longer feels like it is slipping away. Instead, it becomes your companion, shaping you, guiding you, and preparing you for the destiny you are meant to walk. Time is the most sacred gift given to us. It moves forward without pause, without regret, and without hesitation. Once a moment has passed, it cannot be retrieved. And so the way you use your time becomes the way you shape your life. To live wisely is to learn how to think it, feel it, and receive it. When the mind, the heart, and the body move in harmony, time is not wasted. It is transformed into meaning. Clarity of thought is the first step. A confused mind runs after too many paths, scattering energy and wasting hours. But a mind that is sharpened can see what is necessary and what is not, chooses with wisdom, and focuses on what truly matters. When you think with clarity, you do not lose yourself in endless detours. You walk directly toward your purpose. Presence deepens every second. To feel what you are doing is to live fully, running through the park. Most people miss the richness of the moment because their hearts are divided between what has already passed and what has not yet come. When you are here, now, you discover the extraordinary within the ordinary. Even simple acts carry weight when they are done with presence, because presence multiplies the value of time. Receiving each moment as a teacher changes your relationship with time. What many call delay may simply be preparation. What feels like silence may actually be guidance. Time shapes you through its lessons, sometimes through struggle, sometimes through waiting, and sometimes through joy. If you resist the season, you miss the wisdom within it. To receive is to learn. To receive is to grow. Yet, none of this is possible if the noise of life consumes you. Noise is not only sound, it is the endless stream of distraction, comparison, and superficial urgency that surrounds you daily. Noise steals time by filling your mind with what does not matter. It makes you busy without being productive, restless without being purposeful. To maximize time, you must learn to eliminate the noise. This means protecting silence, creating space for thought, and choosing carefully where your attention goes. Silence is not emptiness. It is the ground where clarity, presence, and wisdom grow. In silence, the lessons of time become audible. In stillness, the truth becomes visible. Many fear silence, but it is in silence that you meet yourself. Discipline allows you to live out what silence reveals. Small steps, taken consistently, honor the gift of time more than occasional bursts of effort. Each day, treated with care, becomes a stone placed on the path of destiny. When clarity directs you, when presence enriches you, when you receive the moment as a teacher, and when you eliminate the noise that wastes your attention, time no longer slips away unnoticed. It becomes your companion, guiding you toward the life you are meant to create. Time is life itself. It moves forward without ever waiting, without ever pausing. Every moment that passes is gone forever, and so the way we spend our time becomes the way we shape our destiny. To live wisely is to think it, feel it, and receive it. When your mind, your emotions, and your actions align in harmony, time is not wasted. It becomes the very fabric of your growth. Clear thinking gives direction. Without clarity, energy is scattered on things that hold little value. But when you see what is truly necessary, you save countless hours by focusing only on what matters. Clarity is like light. It guides your steps and prevents you from stumbling in darkness. Presence deepens every moment. To feel is to live fully. Most people spend their days divided, replaying the past or imagining the future. But life is always here, in this breath, in this heartbeat. When you are present, even simple actions gain meaning and the value of time multiplies. To receive each moment as a teacher transforms how you experience time. What you once called delay may reveal itself as preparation. What you once called silence may be guidance. Time speaks in many ways, shaping you through both stillness and movement. When you resist the lesson of the moment, you lose both the time and its wisdom. When you open your heart to receive, every season refines you. Noise surrounds us constantly. Endless distractions, comparisons, and superficial urgencies. Noise consumes time by stealing attention. Art of living well is not in adding more, but in eliminating the unnecessary. Protect your silence, for it is in silence that you rediscover clarity and hear the subtle lessons time is offering. Discipline then becomes the bridge that carries you from intention to fulfillment. Many misunderstand discipline as harshness or restriction. True discipline is an act of compassion for yourself. It is not punishment. It is protection. It protects you from regret, from wasted time, from the pain of unfulfilled potential. Discipline ensures that your energy is not scattered but directed. It is the quiet agreement you make with yourself that your future deserves the best of your present. Without discipline, time slips through your hands like water, and days become empty repetition. With discipline, each day becomes a building block, shaping a structure of meaning and purpose. Discipline creates freedom because it removes confusion, creates peace because it replaces chaos with order. It creates progress because it transforms small actions into great results. To live without discipline is to abandon your own future. To live with discipline is to love yourself enough to guard your destiny. When clarity guides you, presence enriches you, wisdom is received, noise is silenced, and discipline protects your path, time no longer feels like something slipping away. It becomes the ground upon which your purpose is built. Time is the greatest gift, always moving forward, always carrying us deeper into the story of our lives. It cannot be paused, purchased, or returned, and so how we use it becomes the measure of our existence. To maximize time is to live in harmony with it, to think it, feel it, and receive it. When thought, emotion, action are aligned, time is no longer wasted but transformed into meaning and growth. Thinking with clarity sets the direction. Without clarity, hours dissolve into confusion, but with it, each step is guided by purpose. The mind learns to separate what matters from what does not, and in that separation, time is preserved. Presence gives depth to the moment. To feel is to live fully, not divided between what has passed and what is yet to come, but anchored in the now. When you are present, even the smallest act carries significance, and each second feels alive. To receive each moment as a teacher changes your relationship with time. Delay becomes preparation, silence becomes guidance, and even struggle becomes shaping. When you resist, you lose both the time and the wisdom within it. When you receive, every moment becomes a step toward growth. Noise surrounds life constantly. Distractions, endless demands, and superficial urgencies. Protecting your silence is how you protect your time. In silence, you hear clearly. In stillness, you discover what truly matters. Eliminating noise is not emptiness. It is creating space for meaning to enter. Discipline is the protection of your future self. It is not a chain, but a gift. Discipline keeps you from wasting what cannot be replaced and ensures that small daily steps accumulate into lasting results. Without discipline, time is scattered. With it, your life becomes aligned. But discipline must walk hand in hand with flow. To maximize time, you must learn not only to act with focus, but also to move with ease. Life is not conquered by force. Many exhaust themselves pushing against the current, believing that struggle proves strength. But true mastery is learning to flow with time. Just as the river does not force its way to the ocean, yet always arrives, so too can you move with harmony rather than resistance. Flow is not passivity, it is intelligent action aligned with rhythm. Forcing creates tension and wastes energy. Flowing conserves strength and multiplies impact. When you flow, you adapt without losing direction. You bend without breaking. You move without haste, yet arrive without delay. Time itself has a rhythm, seasons of action and seasons of stillness. To force in a season of stillness is to waste time. To flow is to recognize the rhythm and move with it, not against it. When clarity, presence, receptivity, silence, discipline, and flow unite, time ceases to feel like a burden. It becomes a companion, carrying you gently yet firmly toward the destiny awaiting you. Time is the invisible current carrying us through life. It does not pause, it does not turn back, and it does not wait. Every breath taken is a reminder that it is moving. How you use each moment determines the shape of your destiny. To maximize time is to think it, feel it, and receive it. When your thoughts are clear, your emotions present, and your actions aligned, time ceases to slip away unnoticed and becomes the ground upon which purpose is built. Thinking with clarity prevents the waste of energy. A mind divided by confusion runs in circles, but a mind sharpened by focus walks straight toward its destination. Clarity turns countless scattered hours into meaningful direction. Presence deepens every experience. To feel the moment is to live it fully. Most lives are lost not because of a lack of years, but because of a lack of presence. When you are here, even in the simplest task, time becomes abundant and every breath gains value. To receive each moment as a teacher reshapes how you see time. What appears to be delay may be preparation. What seems like silence may be quiet instruction, and even difficulty may be training for strength. Resistance wastes time, but receptivity transforms it. Noise constantly demands attention, distractions, endless voices, and restless desires. Time is consumed by what does not matter. Protecting silence and guarding attention are acts of respect toward the gift of life. In stillness, you rediscover what is essential. Discipline is the gentle yet firm hand guiding you toward your higher self. It is not punishment but compassion, protecting your future from regret. Without discipline, days dissolve into nothingness. With it, days stack like stones into a path of purpose. Yet, discipline alone is not enough. To truly maximize time, one must understand the power of small steps. Many look for grand gestures, sudden breakthroughs, and dramatic changes, but time does not bend to haste. Time responds to consistency. A small step taken daily carries more weight than a leap attempted only once. Greatness is not born in a single act. It is built in the quiet repetition of simple actions. Small steps accumulate like drops of water carving valleys into stone. They do not appear powerful in the moment, but over time, they shape destinies. To ignore the small is to waste the great. Wasted day is not simply a lost 24 hours. It is a seed of potential left unplanted. The discipline of daily action honors time by making each day count. When clarity guides, presence deepens, wisdom is received, noise is silenced, discipline protects, and small steps are embraced, time becomes not an enemy but an ally. It carries you forward steadily, and with each step, you are drawn closer to the life you were meant to live. Time is the quiet current that carries us from birth to the end of our journey. It does not slow for anyone, it does not turn back, and it does not bargain. Every second that passes is a reminder that life is unfolding, and the way you use your time becomes the story of who you are. To maximize time is to learn how to think it, feel it, and receive it. When you live with awareness, time is no longer an enemy you chase, but a companion that shapes your destiny. Clarity of thought is the first key. Without clarity, the mind scatters its energy on countless distractions. but with clarity, you see what matters and focus your energy on what carries weight. A clear thought is like a compass, showing you where to go and saving you from wandering aimlessly. Presence is what deepens your life. To feel the moment is to inhabit it completely. Most people waste time by being everywhere except where they are. When you bring your full heart to this very breath, this very action, time feels abundant rather than fleeting. To receive each moment as a teacher is to understand that nothing is wasted. Delay is not always denial, silence is not always emptiness, and difficulty is not always punishment. Each carries a hidden lesson, and when you receive it, time becomes wisdom rather than loss. Noise is one of the greatest thieves of life. Endless distractions, false urgencies, and shallow demands pull you away from what matters. Protecting silence is protecting time. In stillness, you hear more clearly and live more fully. Discipline is the guard of your destiny. It is not harshness but compassion for yourself, ensuring that today's actions serve tomorrow's dreams. Without discipline, time leaks away unnoticed. With discipline, every day becomes a step forward. Flowing instead of forcing preserves both energy and time. Many exhaust themselves, pushing against life, but true strength is found in harmony. The river reaches the ocean not by resistance but by moving with its natural rhythm. To flow is to align with life's seasons, using time wisely without strain. And yet, the highest mastery of time is alignment itself. Thought, emotion, action must move in the same direction. If your thoughts say one thing, your feelings another, and your actions yet another, you are divided, and division wastes time. But when the mind is clear, the heart is engaged, and the body acts in unity, then every moment carries power. Alignment creates flow without resistance, clarity without confusion, and progress without delay. It turns scattered hours into focused movement. To maximize time is not simply to manage it, but to bring your entire being into harmony. When clarity directs you, presence enriches you, wisdom is received, silence is honored, discipline protects, flow carries you, and alignment unites your whole self, time ceases to be fleeting. It becomes the path itself, guiding you steadily toward your true destiny. Time is not your enemy, it is your ally. It is not slipping away from you, it is shaping you. Each moment is an opportunity to think with clarity, to feel with presence, receive with openness, to silence the noise, to embrace discipline, to flow instead of forcing, to honor small steps, and to align thought, emotion, and action. When these keys come together, you no longer live in fragments, you live in wholeness. The truth is, you cannot control time, you can choose how you meet it. Every breath can be scattered in distraction, or it can be planted as a seed of destiny. Choice is always yours. If you think it, if you feel it, if you receive it, time will no longer slip through your fingers. It will carry you, guide you, and transform you. So do not waste another moment waiting for the perfect day. This moment is already perfect because it is alive. Live it with clarity, live it with presence, and live it in alignment. For when you do, you will discover that you are not simply passing through time. Time itself is unfolding your destiny.